What's good? It's Chigozy, Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020. That's 3/3, 33. Chaos equals 46 and 26. The Freemasons' motto is order out of chaos. And Freemasonic also equals 63. So it's the 63rd day of the year with 303 days remaining. Masonry 33. When you're at 10 equals 42 when you write that out as a word, like Freemason. But you'll sacrifice 46, kill 26. But I think more order out of chaos, Freemasonic, riddles, Jesus Christ dying at 33, etc. But we're going to see the Freemasonic propaganda and how it's all by the code, by the numbers, by these riddles, all the time. It's going to be the same thing like we always see. Fed announces biggest rate cut since 2008. I mean, it's just more nonsense propaganda. So I said sacrifice equals 46. Chaos 19. Here we get chaos 19, at least 19 dead in the Tennessee tornadoes and this weather manipulation. And then we have a blood sacrifice. Former CNN anchor Bobbie Battista dead at 67. Blood sacrifice equals 67. I'll write that out for you. Sacrifice equals 46 in the full reduction. And 62. Don't forget that today, look at next year. March 3rd is normally the 62nd day of the year. So we're on what's normally the 62nd day of the year. This year's falling on a date with 46 numerology. Sacrifice equals 46 and 62. And blood sacrifice equals 67. We have someone, Bobbie Battista, BB22, dying in 2020. A CNN anchor, so you know she was absolutely murdered by the numbers or faked her death by the code. This is a blood sacrifice ritual. Well, look at this. Again, this is fake news bullshit with the market. Guys, the market was resting around the SMA, and I always say they put up propaganda to make it do things around there. They're now having a rate cut, and now it's probably going to bounce off there. I mean, it's just bullshit. Former CNN anchor Bobbie Battista dead at 67. Again, updated 1111. 11 the master number. Let's see what her name equals. Here, Brian Stelter. I love it when they show you him. This guy should be the reminder of who runs the propaganda, of who runs the media, the White House, etc., who runs the federal government, the you-know-who's. I really like it when they show him. I'm not even kidding. Him, Wolf Blitzer. It helps to remind you at who's in control. Bobbie Battista equals 46. Do you see how her name in the most pure cipher equals 46? And they're having her on a date with 46 numerology on the front page. I said it's going to be a sacrifice just by looking at that number, and this is exactly what we see. If you're wondering how we're always so accurate, it's because this is concocted, coded propaganda. They use the date numerology to theme the news. So that means you can look at the date numerology and know what they're going to talk about. Former CNN anchor Bobbie Battista has passed away at the age of 67. We'll see how many days from her birthday she died. By the code. This is a person, an employee for CNN, and she was murdered by the numbers, or faked her death. You know, it's always one of those. July 23rd, 1952, she was born. Barbara Ann Bobbie Battista was an American journalist. She died 3/3 on 2020. Guys, 33, we're talking about CNN, Masonic propaganda, Masonry. I mean, CNN's putting on some murder ritual, you know what I mean, on 3/3. Well, let's look at how many days from her birthday she died real quick before we look more into this. This video might honestly be another video where we just look at it murder by numbers and don't look at much else. But that's fine. I kind of want to do more specific videos anyway. So today till July 23rd, her upcoming 68th birthday, 142 days, 4 months, 2 days, 20 weeks, 2 days, Bobbie Battista, BB22. But see the 42, female equals 42, but Freemason 42, Zionism 42, Jesuit 42. It's a span of 143 days. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry equals 143. Do you see how this is another Masonic ritual? There are 33 degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Masonry equals 33. Yesterday we had, well, 2 days ago technically he died, but the news of the GE former CEO, Jack Welch, dying at 84. He died at 84. Welch equals 84. Masonry 84. Now today, and we saw him in a 1 minute 43 second video. Remember that? He was in a 1 minute 43 second video Now 143 days, on the next day now, 143 days later from CNN anchor's birthday, they're talking about this on 3/3. She dies on 3/3. Scottish Rite Freemasonry equals 143. If I can spell it correctly. I know I spelled something wrong. Oh, no, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, excuse me, 143. But yeah, Scottish Rite Freemasonry equals 115, like Masonic, equals 1370, 33rd prime. These are very important as well. But they love the number for Scottish Rite of Freemasonry and said there's Scottish Rite of Freemasonic propaganda. Freemasonry does equal 67 as well. So she passed away on Tuesday morning after a 4-year battle with cervical cancer. 4 connected to death. Cervical cancer, CC 33. Now she's dying today. See how it works? She's the third letter. According to Wendy Guarisco, family spokeswoman. Sounds like just some other, Italian actor for the Freemasons. Another contrived personality participating in this propaganda, in this murder ritual. Bobbie was the consummate trooper in her struggle with cancer, but she was courageous and fearless in her battle and thoughtful for all the others in her life, even as she fought through the pain. Her husband said in a statement, "My dear partner of 25 years of marriage has cut her early bonds and is now in peace. Death equals 25. Here we have Wendy Guarisco 187, that big murder number. Here's a homicide code laced inside this ritual. I mean, it's just, again, repetitive crap every single time. I also can't help but notice the coronavirus numbers in her name. Guarisco equals 93 like Saturn, 39 like Masonry, 51 like Conspiracy, 1, 2, 3. We have the kill numbers in her name as well. Just the same pattern. I just wanted to double check. I normally don't look at the spokeswoman's name. It's coded, right? It's always from the same pattern, but I think there's stronger pieces you can decode to prove the point. So they're talking about it here. Nothing too much, I guess. So might as well use the rest of our time to look at what else is on the front page. At least 19 dead in Tennessee tornadoes. 19 dead ended with 46 numerology. Again, chaos equals 19 and 46 and 26. So they're having that ritual today. Live updates here in Tennessee. They love participating. We can look at some market propaganda real quick with Jay Powell, Jerome Powell. I told you everything this guy does is by the numbers. He's just an actor. I already showed you Barbara Corcoran. She's scamming you in this play. How our culture desexualizes Asian American men. See, I always wish these types of things come out in dates with 44 numerology just to prove that point. We've seen it all the time. Asian equals 44. This is coming out today, though. So else equals 44, 17, 91, 37. Asian American, 54, 108. So again, if you're new here, it's not every single time. It matches perfect with the date numerology. But it's this very low-hanging fruit you can see. There's something more of this riddle I'm not seeing. And it's from CNN style, so they don't have a publishing date. I'm not, it's probably with, desexualizing or something. There's some pattern I'm just not seeing, you know what I mean? But that's why I'd rather spend a few minutes trying to figure that out. I'll just go find a riddle that's easy to see. I mean, here, we have Netanyahu, we have a bunch of Jews right here, so they're going to have the Israel numbers. 64, Thelema, Israel, Zion pattern. Very well could find that on here. 98. Netanyahu projected to win Israel election, but exit poll suggests bloc just short of majority. Here, this looks like some, Orthodox Jews who don't even like this agenda. And I agree with them, because Israel's not supposed to be there to begin with. It's never was supposed to be. Look, 506. Netanyahu projected to win Israel election. 506 at 3/3. 209, the Jewish 29. As counting gets underway in Israel's unprecedented third election in 11 months. 311, the 64th prime. I said we're going to find the number 64 inside this fake news, bullshit propaganda from the Zionist state of Israel. They always use these numbers. Thelema, 64. Israel, 64. Zion, 64. Just use an alphabetical order. The main number right here is 64. Let me type out Israel again, just because that's what we're talking about. But that Zion, Thelema, literally no different. Israel 64. See? 311 is the 64 prime number. We know they use prime number relationships. So we look at this propaganda, and what do they talk about? What's the first fucking sentence say? In Jerusalem, with USA right in the middle. What is Jerusalem propagandizing us with today? As counting gets underway in Israel's unprecedented third election in 11 months, initial exit polls projected Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's Likud party as the winners. I can't wait to see what this even sums to. It's coded. It's probably the same pattern. But, I mean, I'm done. The video's over. Likud, 33. It's 3/3. 57 Jews, 57, 21. Or, yeah, 21 and 12, the reflection. But, I mean, it's over. I mean, how can I say, look up for number 64 in this Israeli propaganda? They even have this, they're holding this cube right here. I mean, are you fucking seeing these people in this photograph? I mean, very specific, before I hit your hate speech, these people, you people, all this crap that they'll hit me for. How is any of this hate speech? I mean, it's ridiculous. They have a bunch of Jews, and it's some propaganda. That's what this is. They're holding a cube. That's what they're doing. And I said, look for number 64. They have third election in 11 months or whatever. 311 to 64 prime. Let's move on. You know what I mean? Here at Facebook, which equals 58. Backs out of the South by Southwest over coronavirus fears. That came out yesterday. You know, again, I always admit, I wish that came out on March 1st. It's easy to see. March 1st, Facebook equals 31, but that came out March 2nd. They could have backed up March 1st and it became news March 2nd, but, you know, there's always more to the riddle. That doesn't mean it's not by the numbers. It means that there's more to the riddle. How NASA's Apollo program kicked off Silicon Valley's tech revolution. Another low-hanging fruit. Look, on August 4th, this was published last year. Masonry equals 84. 937, NASA 73, the reflection. It's more NASA propaganda. Yep, this is 44-second video. Minute 44-second video. Had to click on it, look for the very obvious low-hanging fruit patterns. That is what I'm trying to share with you. Because it doesn't matter how new you are, or how bad you are at this, or good you are at this. We can all be on the same page. Oh, see, it was minute 44, but this, I guess down there it said 144. You can rewind and see, but now it's 145. But I was just trying to look. I'm trying to be fair, because space 44. You know what I'm saying? When you write up 44, you got 144. Catholic does equal 145. Masonry, Zionism 105. That's a 105-second video. I mean, it's exactly what they're trying to go for. Thousands of women are trapped in Lebanon because Lebanon is a federal government and they're trapped. I mean, thousands of women are trapped in the United States of America. I'm sure thousands of women would love to leave this country and they can't. That's why I don't get this propaganda. I mean, they make it so hard to leave America, especially for a lot of people with lower income or lower opportunity. And they act like, you know, America's a free country. You can go and come and go as you please. No, you fucking can't. Hell, even your state. I mean, your state could just say, hey, you're going to stay here. I mean, again, this is bullshit propaganda. They make it, oh, look at the Middle East. Women can't leave Lebanon because they're being oppressed over there. Again, what about the United States of America? What about many other countries where women cannot leave over some bullshit tyranny? So we'll close off there. One last thing. The market is rigged. Jerome Powell is just an actor for the Freemasons. He comes out, does exactly what he's supposed to do on specific days, saying what cuts, what not. Buttigieg, Joe Biden, these are two actors as well for the federal government. Bobbie Battista was another propagandist agent for the Freemasons. You're living out an agenda. I have to close my videos telling you this. Trump installs. Sometimes it's hard for me to read these letters. Installs loyalists in key White House intelligence posts. This is just more propaganda. Guys, Trump is installed. He's an installed agent. An installed actor for the federal government. So don't believe this. I mean, look at this shit. White House lawyer Michael Ellis, M's the 13th letter, E's the 5th. 1 + 3 is 4, 45. You can immediately see this type of shit. Mr. 45 appointing the guy with the 45 initials. This is White House propaganda. It is always by this code. White House equals 137. That's the 33rd prime, 137. Today is 3/3. This is bullshit. I'm so fucking sick of the federal government. I am so goddamn sick of the White House and all their nonsense propaganda every single day. Peace out.